To mark the 80th anniversary of D-Day, we are playing a Fireball Forward game, where a group of outnumbered American paratroopers try to hold off a German counterattack at Saint-Mère-Église. Follow the action and see if the German armor can be stopped by an heroic American lieutenant.
So Matt,
Alex,
here we are again.
Here we find ourselves.
In the fields of Normandy. I seem to remember not that long ago we were part of Operation Bluecoat.
We were.
We filmed a video of that.
We did. A great one.
Pretty much, you pretty much kicked my butt in that video.
It was great. Yeah. I'm hoping to do it again.
What you call kind of first-timer's luck, rookie luck.
That's right. That's right.
We'll see what happens today. But you can watch that video over on Little Wars TV if you'd like to see what happened to me in that video.
And it has a little bit more of that sort of how-to-play detail in it. So this time it'll be a little different. We're going to be a little bit faster, looser, and we're going more for the narrative beats. So it'll be an exciting one. But if you want to sort of learn how to play Fireball, maybe watch that video first.
Yep. All right, so let's get started.
On D-Day, Wild Bill Guarnere of Band of Brothers fame missed his drop zone like most of the rest of the 101st Airborne. Here's Bill's account of landing in Saint-Mère-Église, read by George Luz Jr.
The Normandy drop. He said, "I had no idea where the hell I was, but it turned out to be Saint-Mère-Église, a few miles from the drop zone. If you saw the movie The Longest Day, I came down near the church where John Steele's parachute got caught on the steeple. I didn't have a gun, no cricket either. Everything went flying off me when my chute jerked open. I had a knife and a bent carbine. Dead soldiers all over. Germans and Americans. You could scrounge up a gun. I went looking for a gun and found a Thompson submachine gun. I also took a German MG-42 off a dead crowd and started shooting it."
She showed me the exact spot he landed in. I said, "What was this?" He said, "Kid, when I came down, the place was on fire. People were trying to put out this with fire and buckets." He said, I grabbed what I had and I took the hell off. I started running because there was Germans down there shooting the paratroopers coming down, and he just took off, but he showed me the exact spot he landed in.
Landing in Saint-Mère-Église, Wild Bill dropped right into a battle. American paratroopers and German soldiers were shooting it out in the square around the famous church. Control of the town meant control of its vital crossroads. These 6 roads would allow strong German units to counterattack the landings at Utah Beach and threaten the very success of D-Day. The 505th Regiment, 82nd Airborne Division, was ordered to hold Saint-Mère-Église, and they began to prepare an all-around defense. The small hamlet of Neuville-au-Plan to the northeast offered an ideal position to stop the German 1058th Grenadier Regiment, which was moving to assault the town. Originally, an entire battalion of 600 paratroopers was assigned to its defense, but being short of men, Colonel Vandervoot was forced to order only 1 platoon of 40 men to stop the German thrust from Neuville-au-Plan. To lead them, he chose Lieutenant Turner Turnbull, a combat veteran of Africa, Sicily, and Italy. Originally from Durant, Oklahoma, Turnbull was a member of the Choctaw Nation, who joined the Army in 1939 before the war began. 5 years later, he was leading 40 men in a desperate battle to stop an entire German regiment. The game is Fireball Forward. The scenario is Choctaw Warrior, which is in the rulebook. Here are the fighting forces for both sides. The Germans have a powerful force of 3 platoons of infantry, a company headquarters with a machine gun and mortar team, and they are all supported by a Stug 3 and 2 Marder 3 assault guns. Overall, they outnumber the Americans by 3-1. The American paratroopers are few in numbers, but they have excellent leadership. One platoon of paratroopers is supported by a machine gun, a mortar, and a bazooka team. To take on the German armor, they have a lethal 57mm anti-tank gun. The entire force is led by Lieutenant Turnbull, who has a morale of 2+, meaning he only fails on a D6 roll of 1. And being highly motivated paratroopers on D-Day, the Americans get a permanent initiative chips. They can use this each turn to activate again. Here's the game board. The dark lines are Normandy hedgerows, which block line of sight and severely hinder movement. These 3 buildings are sturdy Norman farmhouses made of stone. This area is an apple orchard used for making calvados. The fields are soft, so tanks will need to make mobility checks to avoid slowing down when crossing them. To win, the Germans have 7 turns to capture all 3 buildings, or capture 2 buildings and exit an assault gun or 3 squads. The Americans just need to prevent the Germans from winning. Let's hear what Matt and Alex are planning.
Hello, Fireball fans. I'm Alex, and I'm back here on the fields of Normandy, ready to take on my favorite opponent, Matt, who I believe I owe something to for the last time he and I met in a Fireball scenario. So in this case, I'm the American player, and I have the task of preventing the Germans from taking this town. And I've decided the strategy I'm going to use is kind of a rear defense. I'm going to have most of my units back waiting for the Germans to approach. There will be 1 squad sitting here in this orchard, and its job is to kind of shake the Germans up as they come down this road and cause them to deploy. Once they get past that, then I will have a machine gun here, which has a great field of fire, so it can cover to this direction and also to this one in case he decides to move troops into this field. There will also be an anti-tank gun here, which will cover this intersection, as well as the bazooka team, which will also sit here and hopefully ambush tanks which are coming down the road. The final 2 squads will be located here and here, anticipating that the main German drive is going to be coming through these fields towards the town. I also have the mortar. My variable in this scenario is the mortar, and that will be sitting in this field. So it will have a field of fire here. Turnbull will be located in this area, so if necessary, he can go down and spot over in this direction for infantry that might be coming through that field, and we can drop some mortar fire on them as well. So again, the whole thing is to slow the Germans down, spread out their advance, cause them to be cautious as they move forward, and prevent them from capturing all the buildings in this town.
We're going to have to go in the old-fashioned way with an assault. So our problem is that we've started on the road, so we're going to have to clear the road as soon as possible because all of our troops are here in this death trap. So the idea will be that all of our infantry that have to start here on the road in column are going to boogie on over to this wood line, where we're going to set up a base of fire to try to make a bound across into that opposite wood line. And in the meantime, we're going to fully bisect the board, where we're going to keep 1 armor piece, probably a mortar, along this road, staring down the road so that if the Americans try to cross over to support the other side, they'll at least take a lot of fire doing it. In the meantime, we're going to have the other 2 armored pieces just sort of take their licks and start using off-road movement, which they might bog, but I have enough time, 7 turns, that they'll probably make it. And they're going to move into position to provide presumptive fire into this house and prepare it, knowing that the Americans have probably used it as their defensive linchpin. And then eventually move up into the bocage to provide fire support. And the infantry are going to bound past them, where they're probably going to have to deal with what I assume to be the anti-tank gun position in that wood line, before the armor will follow them on. And then we will try to push our way through and reconnect with the 2 houses we need to take on the opposite side of the board.
Hey, I'm Mark,
I'm Ben.
and we're going to give you some live commentary onto this game, and we're looking forward to it because Alex has been hurting from his loss to Matt for like 2 years now.
Well, Alex may have a strong sense of vengeance, but Matt's a very savvy player, and he has vastly superior forces. So
That's really
I
true.
think Alex is in trouble.
Well, it's going to be a fun game, right?
It will be a fun game, absolutely. Always
Right.
fun to see these two play.
All right, we're looking forward to watching it. Stick with us.
In this scenario, we're going to draw cards. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and let's see what we get. So first card,
I was hoping for you.
that's a German.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ah, look at
Two
that.
Germans.
Second, two Germans.
That's a lot you're going to have to see first.
How many
before-
flags do you have?
Did the Germans cut the deck?
It's like a blitzkrieg deck.
There's three of them.
Three? Oh, it could get worse, but
Here we
only
go. Ready
twice.
for four?
I'm ready.
Actually, this is bad for the Germans. It's awesome if they make the Americans go first.
I don't get. I'm forced upon me that I take three.
Now
So-
remember, in this scenario, I was able to place one of the German platoons on the road within 12 inches of the edge of the map. So that's these guys sitting here.
That's right. And I think I'm going to try to keep my element of surprise by using those and not revealing any of my other troops first. So we're going to open with them in terms of my first card assignment. And then the second will be the armor to counter whatever unfair fate awaits those infantry when they fall into the death trap that Alex has placed for me. And then three will be a follow-on.
I think
platoon
German
to
morale is already
take
failing.
advantage of whatever gap the armor has made for me. Do you like that? That's a stoic man right there.
So I will say that the audience knows my plan.
Oh.
So they know what you're falling into.
I've fallen right into his trap,
You
have
don't
I? Oh, dramatic irony. All
All right, let's go.
Let's go. So we're going to start with Platoon 1.
Yep.
And the first element of Platoon 1, this second squad here, is going to move like so.
Americans
And then
just
arrive
watching
here.
this all happen.
The second squad is going to make its way just a little deeper, and they're going to bop on over and into
I
this
think,
wood line.
I think they're going to
All
find
right, so
something.
you're going to stop him right here
Very good.
before he crosses.
No, Alex held his
And,
op fire for
my,
that first
look at
squad
that.
to stay
It's
hidden.
one of my platoons.
Good move.
A heavy squad.
Oh.
Lots of firepower.
We don't like
We're
that.
going to take a shot.
Go.
Okay.
All right,
Get him, U.S.
there you go.
So, here we
Gotta
go.
Light him up.
Oh my god.
Oh, well,
two
right
hits
there,
right
there's
there.
two sixes.
Yes.
So there's two hits right away.
I got 2 rolls to make, and my morale is a 4.
Fails them both,
So I'm
he's
looking
dead.
for 2 4s or better.
They kill a German in the first roll.
Well, he lived.
Ah.
So 1 5 and a 3 means he broke because he failed one of the 2 rolls, but he didn't die. So he's going to break. And he'll go ahead and break back to his leader here.
All right.
Help me, save me, my leader. Save me, my
Unfortunately.
leader.
My Leben!
So then the last platoon or squad. Oh, yes, please.
So now this guy can try to rally.
That's right. That's
Still have
a very kind opponent who's reminded me of my options.
Hey.
He can rally himself on his commander now. So he'll be rallying off of the
I'm giving
platoon.
you every chance.
Every chance, and I appreciate it. So
very
he
generous.
will roll off of the morale of the commander because he is broken. So he needs a 4, and he gets it on a
right.
6. So he is rallied in
right.
place.
All right. And now he can shoot.
Who's
Yeah,
playing the
he has
Germans?
Remember, three things. he
Will
can
take his very distant shot at his oppressor,
Dig him out of there.
and it looks like I missed because I got a 4. I needed a 6.
Got to bring the
So that
MP44s.
didn't work out. Next shot, we've already fired at me, so he has used his op fire. So this other squad is going to arrive just where he was. Anything happen to him on the way?
Nope.
He's going to shoot you right where you stand.
I'm concerned for
a
that
lot
American
closer.
squad because there's so much more coming.
It didn't help him at all. He didn't hit on a 3.
I still am considered in hard cover because I'm behind the hedgerow.
That's right. And then I think that will do it for this group. So then the second card will activate. That is my armor. So the Stug is going to enter on the road. Now he's going to fire into the house.
Oh, dang.
We hit once with the
So
6.
one hit.
So anything in the house has taken a hit. I see you rolling.
There you go.
Matt's really sure there's people in that house. There are not.
But if there's something there, it's
He's
suppressed.
scared of that house.
So that's good for me. All right, we have the martyr coming on. So this martyr is going to be a little different. It's just going to move.
It's a different
6
martyr.
inches and stop on the road because it's going to be staring down the road a bit.
All right.
There it is.
Puff.
Very good. Okay, we're going to use the other one. It's going to slow move on the right.
Okay, so you're going to do your bog check.
He's going to try his bog check. He does fog. All right, so he stops right here. And perfect. And he's not moving, so I guess he does not take his slow move.
No,
So he'll just sit right there. Next is going to be second platoon.
Dude,
Second
more.
platoon
There's more
is going to
Germans.
arrive from 6 inches over here, and they're gonna walk up here. I presume that they will take fire in the way.
Right now he's going to shoot.
Oh, light him up.
Yep, get
Light
him.
him up.
20.
Oh, it looks like
one
one hit. All right, we can deal with that. So he'll take his one lick. He passed on a 4, and then he'll take the opportunity to shoot
I
back.
guess he will. Yes, he will.
Give you a bit of a return of the favor. Looks like
It's not within
not
the
within range, so
dice.
it's not a 6, so he's missed. So the next will be his friend here, and he's going to take the same shot.
Field
presuming
is
there's nothing else
swarming
to
with
fire.
Germans.
Swarming.
There's so many.
We'll take the red one. And he's missed. Because he needed the 6, not 5.
Right.
And then the last squad is going to come over here and take the same
I
shot.
think so.
There's not enough American firepower here to stop this.
Take his last shot.
Okay, go ahead. I'm feeling sorry.
You're feeling sorry for me? That one doesn't. That's what
Really
he did.
squirrely shot.
That was a real squirrely shot.
Oh, you really don't.
Oh.
Unless your friend's
Had
around.
enough.
Yeah, no, it's
Didn't
all
think
right.
so.
Displace. Displace.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
you
right.
can, now he's going to fall back off that hedge.
Very good.
They didn't die.
Yep, they're not dead.
Displaced.
That was going to happen
Right,
one
so
way or the
that
other with all those
is
Germans.
the end of your
That is the end of our second, sorry.
So now,
and third
now
card.
I get to go.
You sure do.
So I
Go
get
once or burn, your choice.
one. No, I need to do something with that guy.
It makes sense.
So now I'm just going to have that guy try to rally himself.
Oh, interesting. On a 6, unlikely.
Why not?
Almost. The hedge saved me. It could have been a 6. Wow. Burn the rest of his activation. Very
They
interesting.
have one.
Wow,
So-
where's Turnbull?
Now we have one more that I have to use. So we're going to use third and final regular infantry platoon.
He's the
And they're
back.
going to arrive same location.
More Germans.
They're going to book it over here.
I mean, you really get the feel like this is outnumbered, right? This
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, no, this snow is completely unfair. I have no idea who wrote it.
You might have one. I'm a little worried about it. But there's only so much damage you can do to all.
Okay, so now it's I'm going to now play my permanent chip for the turn,
Oh,
and I'm going to play it on the platoon.
permanent
again.
chip. Permanent chip.
Let's save those guys. Come on, save them.
It's going to happen. You're going to see somebody.
Oh!
That's it.
Exciting.
Famous Lieutenant Turnbull
The Choctaw Warrior
out
appears.
of this hedgerow right here. He's going to pop over that hedgerow, and he's going to come up and touch those guys.
Crazy like a fox. All right, well, he'll take a little op fire from the martyr,
So when
just
he's,
according to plan.
when he's crossing the road here, go ahead.
All right, so we'll fire our 3 white dice.
Tanks
and our
can't stop this, man.
And
Jeez.
That's right.
Maybe they can stop this man.
So, ooh,
nothing.
looks like nothing. All 3s?
All right, he
Nope.
made
It's not.
it.
It's only
Nope.
good in Yahtzee. Not helpful here. So
Because you're
he
not
makes
within
it.
6 inches.
That's
So
right.
he makes it here. And now he will do a
2-up rally. Almost unfailable.
rally.
World War II, it took 10,000 rounds to kill a person.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
6.
man.
Could have rallied himself. It's
So
fine.
now he's good.
There's some heroic leadership right there.
Yep, yep. Let's get that infantry back in action. They're going to need them. You really need Turnbull to keep you alive.
We've seen what the Americans can do. All right. Well, this second turn will be interesting.
And now that platoon is going to move.
I mean, the American force is so small that if they lose a unit, it's catastrophic.
Yeah, I mean, that's 30% of their infantry.
It's so much damage if you lose anything.
Right back to
They're
the,
setting up a new line of defense. They didn't like the look of
Falling
the first
back.
one.
yes, so they're going to move all the way back to that back corner.
Makes sense.
And that
Take your
is-
lieutenant
that's
with
it.
you.
Okay.
They did their job. They spotted the
So
Germans.
this is
shot it.
basically all the Germans are going to the right.
We're definitely going to the right.
All right, turn 1 recap then. Here we go. What did you think of turn 1?
I thought that was a very exciting time for that lead American squad. We have a very strong German assault up the right. The American squad was pretty lucky to get out alive, but the Americans had Turnbull in a good position to save them, and we see the state of play. And
So turn 2, Matt he pushes on, right? So
Yep.
turn 2, he gets that hedgerow, and I think his idea is to just shoot across the other hedgerow and have fire superiority.
oh, that makes sense, right? Because he thinks the American battle line is there. He hasn't detected the other American units yet.
Right. So turn 2 is just a bunch of maneuvering. The Americans are just kind of They took some shots, but
And Matt's being a little bit cautious because he doesn't understand the American position yet.
Well, so obviously the Germans are treating this like some kind of field exercise.
Yeah, just textbook push everyone, right? This is how it looks in the manuals.
Everybody to the right.
I mean, it felt clean, so we took advantage, right? We have a time limit, and I saw what I thought was the opposition, and it seemed to fade away. So now we're pushing.
Let's see what happens now.
Yeah.
so they can pass. Yeah. Oh.
All the Germans followed by the
Okay.
I gotta really
Americans.
show my hand
So you
here.
have 4 flags to
Like
place.
last
What are
time,
your 5?
really.
All right, so first platoon,
It's really helping
he's
the
going
Americans.
to try to draw fire. Reconnaissance by fire, some eggs, omelets, that sort of stuff. All right, so now we're going to have our beginning of our reconnaissance by fire. So this squad is going to make its lovely way out into the open field, hoping to expose the American positions. Does anything happen to him on the way?
I believe so.
Yeah.
The squad, the one that happened up here that moved back, is
Yep.
going to take a shot at him.
They are visible.
Man. Light them up.
And we
looks
get
like a
one
hit.
hit.
I'll take one hit. Can survive that. And on one he fails. That's not great. So he's going to route to his leadership,
Went back as
who
quick
is
as
just
they came
behind the
out.
Bluecoat. So we'll go ahead and...
That'll delay the Germans a little.
Yeah.
And then he'll rally, I've learned, off of his leader's power. So he'll make that shot at it. He failed, so he does nothing. He's done.
All right, next
So-
element.
Next element. So we've now exposed, we've succumbed to some of your op fire. He can't shoot again, so I'm really hoping that was it.
Exposed.
And that the rest
Exposed
will make it in
Americans. Whoa.
peace. And we'll find out. Anything happen to this fellow?
Okay, now
Risque.
what happens is a machine gun opens up.
There's the machine gun. Very good.
There you go. That's gonna hurt.
And we have, if I'm within 10,
That's
like
gonna
they are.
hurt. That's gonna hurt.
All right, two
All right,
hits.
two
It's a
hits.
little bit harder, at least to live. Okay, he lived,
he
but he
breaks.
broke. That's fine.
Another
So he'll
broken
break to his
Having
leadership.
a tough
just the
time
same.
making it through that field.
And he will also rally off of his own power. Maybe better, and he does. So he doesn't need his yellow cone of shame. He will be rallied in his new position. So the
was a
second
cheese
card will
of
now
shame.
come up is the armor. And the Stug is going to fire at the machine gun, now that it has revealed itself. Got it, no hits.
no hits.
Too bad.
Sorry, no hits for you.
No hits for me!
Still
Fourth
hard.
card is this.
Now, those first poor German schmucks off the line were like, go find out what's out there by sacrificing your lives.
Here comes the next German
Anything
schmucks.
crazy happen to this dude?
Well, yeah, the infantry squad is not.
Go for it.
So he can shoot at you at least.
Very good, one hit. Ho! Didn't pass, so he's going to break in place, because his commander's going to come and get him. Next will be the commander moving to come and get him.
He's breaking in
Is
place.
this like Von Pickett's
right?
charge here? What's going on with this?
And he's going to roll his rally. He does. And then we're going to have, now that you've hopefully used all your op fire, we're going to have more of his friends
right.
join him.
Hey, we're good, but we're still in the middle of the field.
Yep. They're pushing up.
Yeah.
Anything happen to him when he arrives?
Nope.
He's going to fire at the infantry. No, the infantry have the man attached. We're going to fire at the machine gun. I really want to break it.
I must break you.
You're not
That's
gonna do
right.
anything.
That's right. And then the last one is going to move so that he's hugging. He's going to jump and then move so that he's hugging the side here. Anything crazy happen to him? He's touching the side. Then he's going to fire at the machine gun as well. I really want to break it.
I must break you.
Looks like a miss. All right. And that is all 4 of my cards
Wow.
up front.
That was not bad
All
for
right,
the Americans.
So keep moving.
Yeah,
We do.
Really,
They could fix their
So
machine
I
gun. They're not in dire
1,
straits.
2, a 3, 4. So that's all of my cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to go now. The first was a burn, so
Yes.
I have 2.
Yes.
So I'll start with the platoon. So
right.
the machine gun is no longer suppressed.
there you
Yes,
go.
we can.
All that fire.
Oh my God.
Oh, reach, Matt.
Amazing.
I think I strained something.
What's good about these young guys? They can still do that. Okay, so we'll start with the machine gun. Will shoot straight ahead at that
Dude,
guy.
30 cal, light him up again.
Stuck out in the field.
I see 1 hit.
Okay, so we will we'll try to not break off the 1 hit. Ho! And he does break, and he's breaking in place. He'll just have to tough it out.
All right, so now The infantry squad will shoot.
Okay.
Gotta fire.
And it's a heavy one.
And he has 2 hits.
Okay, so that is
Ooh,
2
good
checks
roll.
on each. The colored dice will be the commander. Commander lives, infantry breaks. Infantry will break in place.
That was a lucky
Yeah, he could have
morale
died
roll
easy
there.
there. But
Yeah,
look, I
or
mean,
lost
there's
his
just-
commander. It's real bad if you lose a commander.
That's fine. We have many more men.
Okay,
It is a
and
little
then
concerning.
The last thing that'll happen is the mortar's going to fire.
Okay.
Oh, insult to
What is
injury.
your
So the
target?
mortar is
He's
going
hitting
to
it with
target
everything.
this
Small
guy.
arms, machine
Yep.
guns, and
Yep.
mortars.
He's able to call it in with Turnbull
There
there.
you go.
Ooh, not so good.
Mortar apparently has duds for shell.
That didn't hit.
That's a shame.
And then they're going to move. They're going to move just behind their friends here. This guy is going to move to join his friends.
Jeez.
Anything happen to him?
No, I can't shoot through all those guys.
Very good, we love it. And the last option, I guess, is if you want to use your chip.
I will now use my chip on the squad, so they're going
There's
to
the chip.
again.
Okay.
See if you can pick off some of those broken Germans.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
I'm ready. Okay, machine gun. We're going to focus on these guys.
Okay.
That 30
So we'll
cal
go ahead
team
and
is
take a
heroic.
shot.
Ooh.
And he
One
gets
hit. Ah, well, the leader lived and the squad died.
Oh,
So there's our
squad
first
is
casualty.
All
right.
I'm going to borrow this.
Inflicting real
just to
damage.
grab him back.
So it's like bad in this game if you're out in front of an open field, like in front of a machine gun, I guess.
it's bad.
Well, that's first blood to the Americans. Exciting. Well done.
Thank you.
What did it cost you, though?
Nothing. Okay.
Bullets are free.
And now the mortar is going to fire.
Huh? Okay.
Mortar again.
All that infantry packed up against
Okay,
the
so
right
then
side.
there's
Or
2 hits.
right
On the broken guy. 2 hits. Ho! He died.
Oh, that mortar hit. Oh,
Yep,
2
yep.
dead.
All right. Well, that platoon is not doing too hot.
Say that
A
again.
lot of dead Germans in the
We have
field.
more time,
That's the
and
end.
we have more men.
So that's the end of the turn.
That's the end.
End of turn
2,
3.
3.
Oh, this is going very well for the Americans.
All right, turn 3. So, what'd you think on that one? I mean, that clearly was tough on the Germans.
Yeah, the Germans launched a bold assault into not even the American main line of defense, but they ran into a machine gun, mortar fire, and another squad, and that was enough to inflict some serious casualties on the
And
Germans.
then Matt didn't win the firefight across the field.
Not at all. He was
right.
not getting hits.
So turn 4 was even worse for the Germans.
Oh,
they
no.
just took out half of the Germans that were left in that field.
Oh, they just got caught out and
They
mowed
just-
down, huh?
Well, they were broken, right? They just got murdered,
Man.
and it was just pretty awful.
My condolences to Matt. So that whole assault is just held up, and the Americans are still in great shape.
Yeah, and so Matt, he kind of was flopping around trying to figure out some other strategy.
Yeah, it's getting down closer
And
to
he
1-1
and
odds now.
He figured out he had a smoke round. Oh. And so he dropped smoke to cover the machine gun, allowing him to pull back what was left of those guys
Okay.
to rally them up.
That's a good move.
And then he put whatever he had left,
Into the final assault with smoke.
final assault. He's got this one martyr on the left, which is hoping to escape, get off the board. To the
Okay,
south.
right. Yeah, because he's got to move units off
And the
to win.
final platoon and the other tank. But decides to flank him because the guys in the orchard are all broken. So
Wow.
he sneaks out because Matt didn't cover this whole side of the board.
Right. The whole right side is open.
Yeah.
You're right.
And so Alex is being really sneaky. He's getting that squad out. He's hoping to launch a surprise melee attack on the orchard.
That's some
If he can
paratrooper
wipe those
initiative
guys
right there.
out, if he wipes those guys out, it's probably over, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if the Germans don't have enough infantry to continue, the vehicles can't do it alone.
And there's that one martyr that's trying to escape. But look, if you look what's right down the road. If
That
smoke-
anti-tank gun is waiting.
Yeah. So the deal is, if a face card gets pulled for activation, the smoke will lift.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because it was on 2
So
turns
really,
ago
it's a
now.
question of, as long as the face card doesn't get pulled early, that martyr can probably
Get off, yeah.
He can probably get off, and then he only has to take one building.
Mm.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, that's close, but the Germans have taken a serious beating, and it's going to be tough for them now. Pretty unfair scenario.
Turn 6.
Here we are, turn 6. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Let's see the card.
Not looking good.
It's looking fine. We're making a lot of progress.
Believe that all you want. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that.
First red, okay.
First red, one
And then
for me.
us.
So I'm going to activate my favorite squad. So this guy here is going to roll to
there
do
it
a
is, the
close
melee.
assault here. So if he makes the roll, he's going to slide up the hedgerow, go ahead and cross over and close assault those two broken German
look at that.
squads with their leader.
Broken.
Ooh.
Very good.
See what happens? And he's
He
going
passed.
for it.
He's going.
So
Interesting.
here we go. He's going to slide
He's
down,
outnumbered, but they're a little bit worse for wear,
and
so we'll
he's
see.
into there.
All right.
Yeah, this is actually almost an even fight because you have the leader, 2 dice, but they're broken.
And you get 1 die.
One die.
Very good. Oh, we got the 5. That's pretty good. So that's a 4. Oh, 4 versus a 1. The broken men outnumber him, and they make good on their melee.
So that's 4.
Alex got 2 ambitious.
4 morale checks.
That's pretty hard. He's got
He,
the
he
leader.
only needed to contact 1 unit there.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
It's exciting enough to kill some
We
Americans.
do eliminate one,
We've been taking it pretty badly, and now we get to give it back a little bit.
but you gotta know they were scared.
They were very scared. That was pretty rough. But it all worked
Okay,
out.
let's move on.
Well, let's move on.
We're just moving on.
We'll just pass that.
Okay, 1 card for you.
1 card. Okay. So with that one, I think we need to make good use of the smoke before it goes away. So we're going to activate this platoon here, and they're going to make their... Now that you've thankfully cleared out this whole area for me, very gracious of you, we're going to start going past it. So we're going to use the smoke cover blocking the houses to go bounding past into this hedgerow, and I might call upon Mark to help me move them.
Oh, so the Americans pulled off the hedgerow off to the side.
Yeah, they pulled off to the other side of the road. They abandoned this when the smoke covered them.
So he's going to move just to get on the road a little so that he can make a cross next turn if he wants. Second will be this Stug, and he's going to make a cross check to cross the bocage.
Mobility check.
What?
He fails, so he's
Oh, saved by the mud.
That kind of.
And then we have the other martyr, and he's going to also check to go across.
That's huge. That keeps it out of any useful position.
Yeah.
Wind up just so that he'll be able to stare at the building when the smoke clears, which it probably eventually will. So he's going to move over here, moving fast, and then he's going to stare right here.
All right. Look at that. He's staring.
Yep,
That's not pretty.
And then the other platoon in here, which has now done a great deed and has broken you, they're going to rally.
broken, they had something to say.
They had something to say, yeah. Well, you came at them with shovels. And they'll try to hug this tree line here. Now that your obstacle over here is dead, thankfully. And then finally, the other one is...
Call it an obstacle.
It's a human-shaped obstacle. Then the other squad drag him just to join their friend. Because we need as much manpower up here as we can get
Yeah, what you got left?
to storm
Sure
those
does,
houses,
yeah.
or at least one of them. And that is it for my 3rd card.
Well, the
Yeah,
Germans
so
have
you
advanced
have
quite a
as
bit
many
here. The
troops as
assault's
You
going
definitely
well.
have a few fewer, but so do you. And we still outnumber you, so I have some confidence.
Yeah. I'm feeling better about the German
Yeah,
chances.
they can exit that tank and get that house to be good to go.
Oh, okay, well, that means the rest of mine goes.
Seems like a pretty even scenario. Balance is really tight.
Got it. And that's a queen, so do we have changes to the smoke?
The smoke, one segment, the first segment of the smoke comes
All
up.
right. Do I see anything when it does?
You do see something.
What do I see?
That is my anti-tank gun.
And where is your anti-tank?
Pointing.
Where do you think?
I'm
Where do you
expecting over
think?
here on the road. That makes sense.
So out comes the anti-tank gun.
There it is.
Are we ready?
Shot.
I
think we're ready.
Okay, here we go. Don't miss.
Go ahead and fire.
Do your worst.
It's a critical hit.
So he's dead.
So there goes a mortar. We need a little red flame and smoke over there.
Okay. That I think is the full turn.
Well, that was bad. That was huge.
Yeah,
right?
that
'Cause
was
now
huge.
they can't exit a vehicle.
Because with that getting off, they need all the buildings.
That was huge. That smoke rising and the anti-tank gun nuking that mortar is huge.
Yeah, and the Germans just having no infantry on the other side just to see and hold the Americans.
Yeah.
Well, it did get an American squad killed, so there is that.
did.
But not finding the anti-tank gun was really bad.
But they're
for
going to
that
have to take
martyr.
both buildings.
Yes, and that's
There's
tough.
A ton of upfire.
Yep, and the Americans can bring almost as much firepower to bear back on that building as the Germans can. So this is going to be a tough fight for
gonna-
both sides.
The Germans just have to charge in.
And that's still being caught back on the mud. Brutal.
Oh, yeah, that's
Brutal. That firepower would really help.
Yeah. And they might have been able to exit. You know, and there's no way that other martyr's getting off. Right? It would have to I don't even know if it can make it, but it would have to go on the road. It'd get shot at by a bazooka and the anti-tank gun.
And your chances of making that with a mortar are not good.
No. So I don't know. Looks like Matt had kind of a shot, but it's gonna be tough now.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to make one last assault on that building and hope he can hold it.
Paratroopers on D-Day.
Paratroopers on D-Day.
All right, this is turn 7. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. We're going to assault some houses.
Remember Bluecoat.
I'm with you emotionally.
I'm with you.
Not right now.
Okay, so first card is for the Germans. You can go ahead.
Very good. So we're going to activate the armor. The martyr.
Of course you are.
So he's going to light the house up as best he can. Very good. We're going to hit this house. We hit once, which is probably good enough.
Oh,
Really suppress
that's
it.
enough to suppress it.
One hit. So there is a machine gun, which is the white
This is huge.
dice.
See what happens to the machine gun.
Very good.
Ooh. All right.
Not so great for me.
That's
We're going to have to make some charges. It's just how it goes. So the first squad is going to charge the machine gun across the road.
So it's going to be really tough to knock Turnbull out of that house because he really helps the infantry morale in melee. Even if he loses, there's a good chance he doesn't break.
Passed on a 6, so he's going in.
this guy charges the house.
The guy in the house over there is going to shoot him.
Very good.
There we go. A little bit of hot fire.
Blast him out.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Passed. He's going in.
Oh,
going
motivated Germans.
Yeah,
The squad on the left is going to roll to close with the rifle team.
this is important.
Fails.
Mm-hmm.
The squad on the right is going to roll
Uh-oh.
to close with the machine gun. Fails.
Oh.
So
That was
now
it for them.
we'll do
That's
that.
huge.
No one else wanted to go. No one else wanted to go.
All right, this is it. One German squad taking on Turnbull and the machine gun team. Big roll here for control of the house.
Are you
Even
ready?
Steven.
Oh, a 5.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, 2 hits.
oh.
So this is machine gun first. He's dead. Oh, the commander helped him, so he's broken.
Jeez,
Wow.
Man, Paris don't do well on our channel.
The leader's fine, but has to leave. Wow.
That was
That's big.
huge. He took the house.
Very big.
Yeah.
The machine gun broke.
So all the Americans have to route out here, and the Germans take the
This
position.
should all fit in that house. Right?
And the machine gun's broken on top of that.
It just doesn't show on camera.
All right, so you've taken that house.
Yes.
Your next one is
This
That was
other
a-
platoon.
Okay.
Only
Go
one
ahead
squad
and
made
shoot
it in, but it
Okay.
rolled like hell and did the
so you're gonna
job.
chip the platoon.
Try to save the day, Alex.
Bazooka guy
A bazooka.
is going
No one likes a
to
bazooka in the
run
window.
down and stand next to the building and drop a little thing.
Gotta go blow up a house.
Yeah.
So
No hits because he needs a
it
6.
maximum-
The range die.
yeah.
He max range, but he didn't hit anything.
Yeah. And then in that behind that hedgerow
Okay.
is another dude. He'll just
More
haven't heard
awful
from
Americans.
magic circle in.
Okay.
So he's
This
now
guy's
in
done
the
nothing
house.
all game. So, man,
Yep.
let's just come in
Well,
with
then
this
they're
melee.
fresh, man. They're ready
Let's
to
see
do
if the
this.
Paris can win here.
Oh, a 5.
How do you keep rolling these high?
Oh, 3 morale checks.
Oh,
Oh,
We may die, but we'll kill a lot of people
Paratroopers.
doing it.
Killing me on
paratroopers and melee, man. It doesn't.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's dead. Oh my god.
No.
Okay. Any other tricks in your sleeve?
I think that's all the tricks I got.
Okay, then we will activate this platoon, but I don't know that there's much left for us here other than a moral victory, right? Because we can't take this house anymore.
It's too far.
So we're
And you can't
just going to
get
stare
off.
at you. So we'll
Can't take the
accept
final bar.
better
my
casualties
gosh.
than our historical counterparts on both sides.
So you're
And a moral.
we're ending the game here because you cannot win.
I think that's right.
Which means
I
I
cannot.
won.
That's right.
Let's make that clear.
That was very clear.
I
We have an American victory, as it
Not
should be.
some,
as it should be.
used old tanker guy from, that's lost.
skin of
on-
their
Who's
teeth.
talking about old tankers?
But good game.
Well played. Very good game. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was good.
This
That
is
was
a great
good game.
scenario.
Solid
It is.
fight.
I
That was
recommend
really good.
this highly to you guys to give it a try. It's really very challenging on either side,
Yeah.
the German or the Americans.
I underestimated the insane firepower of 2 very dedicated American squads.
Yeah.